there. Another day, another video. So I'm just gonna talk more about what the motivation for this white supremacy is. I think I've only addressed this in my first introduction video, that the reason, the excuse, this is just an excuse for this apartheid white supremacy, apartheid, literally the most extreme. This is white supremacy completely unmasked. They don't try to cover anything. It's just straight up what white supremacy is, apartheid. Yeah, it's been used against me since forever. It's because of my destiny, because of my spiritual identity. And this is me being an empress, a queen, the wife of who we know to be the Prince of Wales today, Prince William of UK. So this is what white people claim they have been doing this to me all this time for, yeah? But as we all know that you don't need to do something like this to stop someone from marrying Prince William, a future king of England. You don't. Because how many times during even just UK history or any other European monarch history where countless men and women have been stopped from marrying a duke, a duchess, a prince, a crown prince, because somehow it doesn't fit into the laws of monarchy here. We have numerous examples of that. So this is just an excuse to execute white supremacy, basically, because you don't need to do any of these things just to stop me, especially when someone is born in a country like Namibia in Africa. This William is where in UK, Europe. You tell me now, what for me to even get to meet this man, I have to still get to become an adult, number one. Secondly, we need to meet. Thirdly, the British people and the crown needs to accept that. And we all know that there's no way out of the crown or the British public are going to accept me as a black person. Because even when they had an American who, before Queen Elizabeth became queen here, no, before the father of Queen Elizabeth became king here, the throne belonged to his brother. But because he chose to marry this American socialite, he had to what? Abdicate, because neither the crown or the public wanted her there because she's an American and an actress. No one wanted her as queen in England. So because of that, this man abdicated, became just a duke. So then you have a strong example here that no one had to prosecute this woman. No one has anything here. Just use of straight monarchy law. British people don't want this woman. Finito. End of story, yeah? So you tell me now, how is there any of the things that I have suffered? No right to life at all, no right to education, no right to family, no right to friends, no right to privacy, no human rights, all this for the sake of what? A British monarchy? This is a joke. This is just an excuse to execute white supremacy, because these white people, they need to feed. It makes them happy to be evil towards someone under white supremacy, basically. And this is exactly the same thing these white people have demonstrated this situation right here. They have been so happy to persecute the name of Prince William, a man who, as far as public show is concerned, couldn't give a damn about me. Yeah, as far as public show is concerned, this man couldn't give a slightest damn about me or what anyone does to me here. But these people, they're fighting Prince William. They're fighting for the monarchy. Where is this Prince William? You tell me now, where is the man? But yeah, you guys, these white people have been fighting me tooth and nail for this Prince William, for their monarchy. This is white supremacy. You're just racist. You're just racist. That's just what it is. And let me tell you more about this monarchy. This British Crown, this firm, is a satanic organization. These people are involved into heavy witchcraft here. These people perform strong rituals here. These people are not just involved in secret societies, but they're literally very high up there, Luciferians. That's just the plain truth. This is a satanic organization. And this British monarchy has power over a lot of organizations in the nation of UK and the widespread Europe and the broad world at large. Witchcraft powers, the plain truth. And these white people, they've been fighting me tooth and nail, even though because I still believe in God, that this is going to happen, and I'm going to do what God says. I will be writing William letters. I was supposed to give him every day, very deep, passionate letters. I will be advocating for this man, telling everybody how great he is, what his destiny is, all that stuff. British people will be fighting May 24th. And these are not just only British people, all white people with white skin against me. Because they don't want this black skin on a British throne, on a white throne. They don't want this black skin above the white vagina. They don't want this black skin above the white penis, basically, yeah? They've been fighting me tooth and nail. There's no end. I have been going around with my luggage, nowhere to rest my head. There was a time where they didn't even let me sleep because they were going to call the police on me, things like that. I was going around with my luggage. I have been rough sleeping for over a year. They don't even want me to eat food. They go to the store and they come with every food there just to get them because I have to die. They have been blocking me from getting to hostels. I know they book me into hostels, things like that. They get me evicted everywhere. All in the name of Prince William, who couldn't give a damn about my existence as far as physical evidence is concerned. Yeah? So this is basically, from a logical point of view, this is just me being a dream girl. Really, if you're going to be logical and psychologically interpret everything here, I am just being a plain dream girl here. Because physically there is no sign of this William being interested in me. There is no sign this man even down about my existence. So I'm just a mere dream girl talking shit and bullshit basically. But these people have been hunting me, depriving me, oppressing me, persecuting me, disrespecting me, disgracing me, only than protecting Prince William, a dream girl, a mere dream girl. Yeah, basically. I'm going to tell you more about this Prince William person here. This man is a fool. He's a big moron. Because look, I've had many encounters with this person, yeah, in the spiritual world. That's just plain true. But never in any of these encounters have this man addressed anything that's being done to me. He haven't said anything about me running around with my luggage, me being deprived of housing, me being deprived of even friendship. I can't even have human relations. This man have nothing to say. All the things that they're doing here, they compete with me, they're fighting to the nail because they don't want to have me as a queen, they don't want to have me as a princess because of my skin color. This man never said anything about it, anything I'm suffering, being subject to. But in one encounter, this man confronted me about whether I'm fit to serve the British population. He had time to do that. But in terms of him saying, even, I'm so sorry for what you're going through, or saying any of the things about my suffering, no, nothing whatsoever. What does that say? That says a lot. It says this man really don't have any respect for me. He says he doesn't see no value in me, really. He sees me more as a means to promote himself. Somehow this man just thinks that it is I who should aid him because he's just because he's one who is the Prince William, yeah? Because he's one who is a member of the royal household. So I am just kind of like a second Kate Middleton. Like he think he can do to me the kind of things they did to Kate Middleton, where we know how this woman was literally forcing herself on this man until she forced married him. We all know this, not the history about how many times he broke up with her, the way he even treated her, and things like that, how he even went after her friends and this and that. We know about his cheating scandals. He thinks that he can treat me the same level Kate Middleton, because this is not the same case, because I'm not an arranged bride. I never forced myself on him. I never even met this man. Besides, I'm his golden spouse. Besides, I have the destiny that is his, and I have everything that makes him complete. So he cannot do that to me. And the fact that he can even think like that about me, that's a shame, because even Kate Middleton was never rejected by the British public. This woman was never disgraced by the British public. When we never went around fighting her for want to become a president. No one ever went against Kate Middleton here. So what makes this motherfucker think that it's okay for me to be suffering disgrace and shame by the British public and still somehow that's okay? No, this man doesn't deserve me whatsoever one bit. Also, in all these things, like, I also got the impression that because of the things I've been saying about him, this man now went high and mighty up with his head now, and he's not taking advantage of to now start seeing women, because we all know that this marriage to Kate Middleton is just a document thing. This is just from show. There's nothing going on behind the scenes. Even the children are not even his. All the 3 children are Harry's children. They're not William's children. So there's nothing going on in terms of love or anything there with Kate Middleton here. This man has always had affairs because this woman is just a contract marriage, yeah? But this man now went around, started having affairs with the women, attracting himself affairs here. That's kind of what I've been saying about him. Literally, where were you in your high mightiness, William, here before I started saying these things about you? But now you go around using that now, exalt yourself, and now you can now attract all kind of women here. Now, this man is not worthy to be my husband, and he did that to himself. And he also showed that because he haven't even tried to do anything on the situation. Not to mention that he have had the time to use witchcraft to encounter me in a spiritual realm, also playing projecting like the witch he is, to encounter me, and he never had the time to even say anything about anything's being done to me here. Literally, an innocent girl kidnapped from her home, no nothing here, completely vulnerable. I'm being hunted around by the entire population because of him. He's not even there, and the man can't even see anybody, doesn't even see anything wrong with it, like somehow he thinks it's okay. Now, this man is not worthy of me as a wife whatsoever. And not to mention that this man, he has some kind of imperialistic mindset. Like, he thinks it's okay for his white skin to dominate the world. He thinks it's okay for his white skin to be imperialistic. Yeah, this is also what I figured out. That when he found out, let me say this, he has known about it for a long time. Because how does someone just start astral projecting to meet someone in spiritual plane unless to read and wish for that person? Because it's under no circumstances can anybody just anytime start astral projecting and meet someone unless they really have witchcraft on that person. So this means William has been involved in witchcraft against me, for him to be able to do that. Yeah. So this man has been involved in witchcraft against me, and for him to order even do something like this. And this is not someone I should marry. This is not someone who is worthy of me in any sense at all. This is just a scumbag, a bin bag. And on top of all that, I'm the one who have the globe in my hand. That is what will make him the king of kings. I'm the one who have that globe in my possession, not him. I'm the one who was given the city of London, not him. He don't have the city of London in his hand. He don't have the globe in his hand. I'm the one who have those things. So I'm the one coming to give him that boost, that exaltation, that promotion of kingship above every other kingdom here. I'm the one come to give him all these things. I'm the one who come to complete it with the wealth, the spiritual wealth that is 50% mine, 50% him. I'm the one who can come and make him the richest king alive. Somehow this man still think that he's the one who is above me. I'm the one who have to earn him. I'm the one who deserve him. And I should still be suffering and all that stuff. That's completely okay. Literally, my vagina is displayed to the entire British public. My vagina is shown to entire Europe. My vagina is shown to the entire world. My naked is exposed all the time. The shit being done to me every day. I have to die every day. That's okay. He just deserves that because he's just white. This man is a racist. Let's just be straightforward. This is racism. Because under no circumstances will any known functioning being going to think anything's being done to me is okay, especially when the element of racism is so strong before, unless they themselves are racist, which means Chris William has been deceiving people all these years that somehow he is a millennial and that he is somehow nice about people. No, he's not. He's a racist just like his father. He's a racist just like his mother. He's a racist just like his own parents. He's a racist just like the British crown and throne and British population. For you guys, you need to understand these monarchies, not just in UK but Europe, they rule the nation. They are not just some kind of symbol. These are the authentic rulers of the nation. The British Crown is the real government of UK. Every monarchy in Europe is the real government of that nation. And it's from this British monarchy the race in UK comes from. The level of racism you see in society in UK, it comes from the monarchy because it comes from the head of the state, the Queen, now the King. That is where it comes from. They're the one who the real race is, and it's from them that racism is projected to society. All these crimes you claim that the British government did this, the Belgian government did this, Norwegian government did this, it is the crowns who are doing it because that is the real governance of the nations who have this monarchy. That the kings, the queens are the ones who are the real government here, not the prime minister and the parliament. This is a deception. All these European nations with kingdoms, they are still kingdoms. This parliament, prime minister is a deception. The king is the one who is the authentic ruler of the nation. Yeah? And let's just talk a little bit more about what even happened in Zimbabwe. Last time I mentioned about how Margaret Thatcher's son was caught among white South Africans, white Botswana, whatever, these Afrikaners, plotting a coup in West Africa. They already loaded plane with weapons to fly this out to somewhere in West Africa to start a coup. Now, you tell me now, Margaret Thatcher was the prime minister, but who is she working for? She's working for Queen Elizabeth because the crown, the queen, is the real British government. So this was the act of Queen Elizabeth. So you guys are fooling yourselves that everything that's been happening ever since you get independent, that it's the British government, it's the British government, the British government. No, this is Queen Elizabeth. Everything the British government have done all this time, this is Queen Elizabeth's doing. Because she's the real authority of UK. That's just plain truth. And this is where their racism comes from as well. They are the one responsible for the racistness in British society. They're the one responsible for racistness in British society. They were responsible for all these things you have in place because they're the one who are the authority of the nations. Let's not talk about Meghan Markle. This woman has been rejected tooth and nail for having some black drops in her. Because if you look at this woman, there's no way you're going to identify as black unless someone told you that her mom is a fair-skinned black woman. Yeah, you wouldn't even know. But because of that drops of blood, black in her blood, this British monarchy have not just been waging a campaign against this woman. You have seen how this woman has been publicly shamed, disgraced, how she's always being devalued in order for demoted in order to promote Kate Middleton. This has been very strong that this woman has to be demoted in order for Kate Middleton to be exalted over and over again. The white woman's word is more than the black woman's word. That's been done in Meghan Markle's case. Oh no, this is all the British Crown doing that to her. And that's not it. This is witchcraft as well. In order for this to work, that someone is just haunted forever like this, it has to be a witchcraft on this woman. And I've also come to learn that some of the witchcraft they did to this woman is that they made her an African beggar. I'm not joking you. One day in my spiritual affairs, I went to the palace and there was Meghan Markle's clone, a clone of a soul, eating food. And this was, the clone of this Meghan Markle stated that this is a black African, hungry, eating food that it has no right to eat. So this is how they see Meghan Markle. They did this kind of witchcraft. This is Queen Elizabeth who did this to Meghan Markle. That she is a black African who is hungry. She's eating food that's not hers. Queen Elizabeth did this to Meghan Markle. What about her children? They don't want anything to do with these children. King Charles doesn't even recognize the children as his grandchildren. He doesn't. They didn't even get to come to his coronation. He doesn't want to do it because of the blackness in them. The drop of black in them. That's how racist the British Crown is. That's how racist the British society is. The children of Harry are not even members of the royal family. They're just there by document so that the public, the black population, everyone knows just can't do anything about it. But you can just see how they're being treated, man. They're not a part of the family because they're not a drop of blood. That drop of blood in that drop of blood in them. And the thing is so extreme that I was even told the other day that Harry is even thinking about just forsaking Meghan and the children. That's just how bad the situation is. The man is even thinking about how to just abandon these children altogether because they're not even recognized by his family. But yet this motherfucking white shit here, they still be looking at me every day like I owe them something. And when I get delivered, you want to kill me every day, you're raised to the core, you've been saying tooth and nail that, not you, not just upon you individually as the British population. You don't want my black skin anyway. You don't want to see what my black skin can provide. You don't even want to know what my potential is. Just my skin can just want to inject it to the nail, and you're gonna kill me every day. But because God says no, I'm going to live regardless. I'm still going to suffer being your slave, serving you. Fuck you. I don't owe you a damn thing. You don't deserve me. You clown don't deserve me, and this motherfucking penis William don't deserve me. But that's basically it for you guys.